Ross up the lane, penetrates, hooks, and knocks it down. Kept alive, good. Bauer is on fire. Dylan Bauer back to Reed. Rivers up the lane, gives it to Chopey. Great dish on Ross. The offensive board's going to Sock. Gare again. You can't give him any out there. And Aiden Gare strokes it. Bauer had it rejected. Knocked away by Perry. Hill off the break. Lays it up and in. There's a deep three. Shear. That's his third three of the night. And today from the house that CI built at Loyalsock Township, an historic day in high school basketball in Pennsylvania, is Ron Insinger. In his 44th season, goes for 1,000 wins for the winningest coach in all of high school basketball. Hi again, everybody. Gary Chrisman along with Babe Bear, the Rennie Road Armel All-State game. A game everybody's keeping an eye on the snow. Move from tonight to this afternoon as the Lancers, number 2 in Pennsylvania, coming in 13-1, take on Nick Tagg's Hughesville Spartans, young team at 5-6. But Nick said, I'm excited to play this game, my young team, in this historic game. He said we would play at 8 this morning if we had to.
Well, you know, they're both AAA teams. They're both in the same bracket. But in this particular ball game, and we'll address this more when we talk about fast facts about the game. But when you look at this game, Hughesville's going to need some things to go perfectly right for them to be in this ball game. Loyalsock is a very big team. Nick knows that. He's going to bring in a team that's young, and this young team he's going to bring in is going to try to challenge this big team. And Nick Tagliaferri's kind of a good coach. You know, he makes good decisions, and that could be the case here.
Yeah, you take a look at what Nick has done with his program, but CI's team, and a lot of folks feel this is the team that could make the best run since Datris and Sosa and company a few years ago got to the Eastern Final. If there's a year you're going to get to Hershey, it could be this Loyalsock Lancer team. Today, Nick Tagg Spartans and CI, he is just a step away from history here in Pennsylvania. We'll take a timeout. This is the Rennie Road Armel All-State game. You're watching live here at webweeklylive.com, linking it to my Facebook page and cablesportslive.com. Fairfield for Fair Deals pregame coming up next. Hard to believe, Rennie Road Armel All-State Insurance, 40 years and going strong here in Williamsport, Westminster Drive. And Rennie, you know, I know one of the things we've talked about in the past, life insurance, and how important having life insurance is for folks that are married, have a home. Tell me more about life insurance.
Most people don't realize. They think $100,000 or $50,000 is enough life insurance. We try to talk to people every time they pick on an additional debt, especially buying a home and getting a mortgage. We want to make sure there's adequate coverage there, that if something happened, the family would be able to stay in their home and not have to move or sell a house that may be less than it's worth because you have to get rid of it.
So bottom line is it's that insurance policy, knowing you've got the life insurance to make sure you're in great shape if anything would ever happen.
Exactly, Gary. I've been on both sides. I've had situations where people died and there was adequate coverage and the house was able to be paid off and whatever. And I've also seen the other side of the coin where people were forced to sell their house because there wasn't adequate life insurance at that time.
Good idea to check on life insurance by calling Rennie Road Armel Allstate Insurance, Westminster Drive, Williamsport, and in Mansfield, 326-6645. Everybody's talking about Chaos, the brand new Chaos Fun Zone, fun for the entire family, featuring 40 arcade games, laser tag, 12 brand spanking new boutique bowling lanes, indoor trampoline at Fly World, plus slam dunk hoops, dodgeball court, perfect for birthday parties and corporate events. Great food, fun, and all the games for the entire family. Chaos Fun Zone. Biter's Furniture, Mattress, and Appliances, 1966. Family owned, everything you need. Eric Biter, what's hot right now here?
What's hot right now is our sleep center. We've got one of the largest selections of mattresses in the area. Don't forget to add the adjustable base so you can go ahead and do that computer work or iPad work while you're sitting in bed. We've got motion furniture so you can watch the big game. And in the appliance department, tons of color. We've got black stainless, we've got slate, we've got it all.
Nobody does it like Biter's Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance, Route 15, South Side. Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves in our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card that's 8.9% fixed rate. Great products.
And I know your members love the online banking.
Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco Federal Credit Union, member serving members for 75 years.
There's a reason why you come here. With every visit, we embrace our customers like family. We're the name you've trusted for over 32 years.
We show how much we value our customers with unrivaled service, a commitment to hometown values, and unmatched selection.
Fairfield isn't just any dealership. We're the area's most trusted dealerships. Fairfield, for fair deals. You're gonna love us.
Hey, we're back here at Loyalsock this afternoon before the Storm, Rainy Road Hormel All-State game, and the Fairfield for Fair Deals pregame show. Gary Crispin and Babe Bear, a day that CI, Ron Ensinger, goes for his 1,000th win. He started coaching in the 74-75 basketball season. Let's talk some fast facts. Brought to you by Tom, Rachel, and Palco Federal Credit Union, Chad Road, Muncie, just off the Halls-Pennsdale exit of I-180. 74-75 season. My first ever game of play-by-play basketball with Ken Sawyer, and I was on break from college. The old WWPA would put me to work summers, and I was working that winter vacation, and I did the old holiday tournament at WAC at the time with Sauk, South, Montoursville, and I believe Jersey Shore played in that tournament. And CI's first year was my first game I ever did of basketball play-by-play with Ken Sawyer back then. This is a team that's won a lot of games, but CI's the first guy to give his players and assistants all that credit.
Well, you know, and there's no doubt about it. This is a wonderful night for Ron Ensinger. If he gets this win tonight, has 1,000 wins, and that's just unbelievable. I don't know if there's any coaches left coaching, all right, that would challenge that. I don't think so. People are going to get there. I think he's going to hold this record for a long time.
You know, the PIAA started counting in this last year. That's how he jumped from 920 or something. His wins when he coached the girls for a couple of seasons in the 80s or in the 70s when he coached both boys and girls, and that's how he's at 999. A huge feat in Pennsylvania. Let's talk some fast facts.
Well, you know, I want to add to what you just said, that every coach at the time had a chance of coaching both boys and girls.
Yeah.
Ronnie Ensinger stepped up. They needed a girls coach here. He says, okay, I'll do it. The other coaches, they had an equal up. It was a level playing field.
And girls basketball, as a PIAA sport member, was brand spanking new in around 73, 74 was when they first started playing. So that was a brand new deal. And CI, of course, had success with them, too. Let's talk some keys tonight.
Okay, some keys to the night game, you know. And like I said before, it's going to be a tough game for Hughesville coming in here. Not that they can't win. We've seen some strange things happen in the 30-plus years we've been broadcasting basketball. But you have a Loyalsock team that's averaging 72 points a game. Hughesville averages 48 points a game. That's a big difference between the two. And point differential, right now, a point differential, what that means is how many points you're giving up as opposed to how many points you're scoring. Loyalsock is plus 442. Now, if you want to get a comparison to see what that means, Central Columbia, the number 2 team in Division AAA, they have 167. All right,
wow.
So it is really a big difference. Hughesville is minus 34. All right, so there's a big difference there between the two. You have both these teams have lost their games on the road. Matter of fact, the only loss for Loyalsock is, of course, at Danville. That was on a road trip. But Hughesville has only won one game on the road. And on the road tonight, that's going to be tough for them.
All right, those are some of the fast facts. We come right back. We're going to start talking keys. What does Nick Tagg have to do to try to come out here with his very young team at 5-6 to pull the upset win over CI's 13-1 Lancers, who are number 2 in Pennsylvania? We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back. This is the Rainy Road Hormel All-State game and Fairfield for Fair Deals pregame show. Jim Moff and Associates, you've been at it for 30 plus years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement with the money they really need, right?
Correct. Now, there's some folks that really don't have a lot of assets, but we're able to help them to achieve financial success for retirement. A little bit of discipline and some savings each month will get them there.
Jim Moff and Associates, moffandassociates.com. Ray-Ban, Nike, Polo Ralph Lauren, Maui Jim, Costa, Gucci, Wiley X. Price Optical has the widest selection of sunglass eyewear in the area. Attention gas workers and outdoorsmen and women. Wiley X sunglasses are ANSI safety rated and military ballistic certified. At Price Optical, we set our sights on your vision. Our focus is on providing you complete quality eyewear. Price Optical, for the finest in eyewear.
I've had an interest in reptiles and amphibians since I was 11 or 12 years old. And so when I came out of the military in 1964, I began to build Reptiland. And with the help of family and friends and employees, the zoo has continued to grow ever since. Sure, a lot of things have changed in 53 years, but one thing has never changed: the smiles. Welcome to Reptiland.
Griggs' Coffee and Peanuts and Dolly's Diner, serving 3 meals 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., 3 p.m. on Sundays. House-made desserts, including famous Griggs' sticky buns, coffee, peanuts, and peanut butter, and specialty drinks. Griggs' Coffee and Peanuts and Dolly's Diner, just off North Loyalsock Avenue in Montoursville.
River Valley Transit has partnered with the Community Arts Center for its 4th year to provide a free show shuttle service for the 2018 and 2019 season. Park downtown, grab a bite to eat, ride the show shuttle to the CAC, then after the show, have the show shuttle return you to your car. The show shuttle operates in 4 15-minute loops starting 1 hour prior to the show. The show shuttle operates 2 loops following the show, one starting 10 minutes after the show, and the second loop starting 30 minutes after the show. The show shuttle offers 5 stops, including the Community Arts Center. This service is only available for select shows. For more information, please visit caclive.com.
BJ's Steak and Rib House, a Central PA classic since 1982, has done it again. They have perfected the authentic wood-fired Neapolitan pizza. It is unlike anything you've tasted. Handcrafted the traditional Naples way, using authentic products and preparation techniques in an amazing hand-built imported Italian wood-fired oven. 900 degrees, 90 seconds later, it's perfection. Check it out at BJ's Steak and Rib House, Selinsgrove.
There's a reason why you come here. With every visit, we embrace our customers like family. We're the name you've trusted for over 32 years.
We show how much we value our customers with unrivaled service, a commitment to hometown values, and unmatched selection.
Fairfield isn't just any dealership. We're the area's most trusted dealerships. Fairfield. For fair deals, you're gonna love us.
Hey, we're back. Fairfield Auto Group pregame show and Liberty Arena presenting keys to the game. Fly World Scores, Sports Bar and Grill, Liberty Bowling, Chaos Fun Zone, everything under the sun. Downtown Williamsport, Hebron Street at Liberty Arena. Let's talk keys to this ball game. Nick Tagg, coaching 16 years, by far his youngest team he's had. Certainly the youngest by far when it comes to basketball experience also. And this is a club that lost 85% of their scoring and 85% of their rebounding from a year ago. A lot of potential, but they're making the typical mistakes. Too many turnovers and not being able to knock down shots. A team that is 5-6 coming in. I think Nick feels he's a whisker away in the next couple of years of this young club to get really good again. They're going to have to play well against Gerald Ross, who is red hot in this outstanding team and starting 5. They're going to press you in that zone trap press of the opening gun. Ross near 19 points a game, Gare about 16, and they've just got all the balance in a Sock team that is a veteran club coming in.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt about that, and I think everybody knows that Nick Taggs is still building a team. He only has one senior that starts.
Yeah.
Now, you look on the other hand, Ronnie Encino only has one non-senior that starts in the ball game. He has 4 seniors that start. So, Nick's looking to the future, and when you play a game like this, you ask your teams to do little things that could make a difference and see if they can do it and know what you need to work on. And I think that's where Nick's going to be. He's going to have to play some tremendous defense tonight to be in this game.
And his team normally plays great defense. They've shown signs of it this year. Devin Braden is their banger inside. He's going to have to toughen up against Bam at 6'3". Braden averages nearly a double-double for the season, and their go-to guy, Clayton Paus, gives you 11. He's their leading scorer, but again, he's only a sophomore. We'll take a timeout. Those are keys. Impact players coming up next. CI today goes for 1,000. This is the Rennie Road Armel Allstate Game of the Week. Rennie Road Armel Allstate Insurance. Rennie, congratulations. 40 years and going strong, and many, many more. Rennie, a lot of times we've talked about liability insurance. I know I'm well covered. You guys have my back on that. Let's talk liability insurance and how important it is to have the proper insurance liability-wise in case anything would happen.
Yeah, what I look at in our business, the most important thing is making sure that whatever happens to a client, any accident, any type of thing, they don't have to worry about losing their house and home and their life savings. Everything with us is built around liability, making sure they have the proper coverage. It is absolutely scary to see the type of settlements and what we're seeing in this litigious society that we have today.
Sue happy. Sue happy.
The best way to say it.
Yeah.
A lot of people look at it as a way to make a living. I've seen $1 million lawsuits at least on 3 occasions over the last couple of years. $1 million settlements.
Bottom line is liability insurance, it's a key. Talk to the experts. Rennie Road Armel Allstate Insurance, hats off to you. 40 years and going strong. Give them a call today, 326-6645. Everybody's talking about the new Chaos Fun Zone in the heart of downtown Williamsport, the go-to place for big kids and little kids and all kinds of fun. Chaos has everything from 12 brand spanking new boutique bowling lanes, the only laser tag venue in the area, over 40 arcade games to satisfy your inner gamer, indoor trampoline at Fly World complete with slam dunk hoops and dodgeball court. Perfect place for birthday parties and corporate events. And don't forget about the great food and fun and all the games at Scores Sports Bar and Grill inside Chaos, the premier sports destination with 12 beer taps and all kind of great rotating craft beers. Plus 15 HD screens and the NFL Sunday ticket for all the big games. And then the Liberty Arena for leagues and tournaments, clinics, and a variety of sports, including soccer, baseball, softball, and more. Don't miss it. It's Chaos, the Chaos Fun Zone, the hot new place in Central PA. When it comes to menswear, the Clothier has the biggest selection in Pennsylvania, all the top name brands. This is the Babe Mare Makeover.
Babe, there's 2 beautiful coats you've tried on. They're both by Jack Victor, the beautiful patterns. I think the one you have on is the one you should get. Babe, the quarter zip sweater, the shirt, the tie, the Bills khakis pants, and the Alderman shoes is a perfect match for you.
The Clothier, West 4th, downtown Williamsport. When it comes to Billtown's best pizza, everyone knows Park Pizza. Memorial Avenue, Williamsport, right behind the outfield fence at Bowman Field. Offering takeout, delivery, and dine-in, open daily at 4 p.m. Finest pizza around and great stromboli, wings, and more, the best since 1960. It's a tradition in pizza like no other. Takeout, delivery, dine-in, Park Pizza since 1960. Give them a call today at 322-9024. Hey, we're back. Big historic day, high school basketball. Gary Crispin and Bay Bear. Fair field for Fair Deals pregame show. And let's talk Biters impact players. Storm is coming, but a storm is coming for CI. Going for 1,000 today. When you talk about impact players for Nick Tagg's Hughesville Spartans, Clayton Powell steps up. Played quite a bit as a freshman a year ago, worked into the starting role this year. He's their go-to guy, gives you 11 points a game, leading scorer, can defend well, can also share the point guard duties. They need him to score early, get some certainly confidence offensively, and then they need to defend. But I think Clayton Powell's going to be a key early for the Spartans because, again, Loyalsock capable of blowing you out early in the game with that zone trap that they're going to come out with.
Well, there's a definite height disadvantage for Hughesville underneath the basket. Bam Bam is much bigger than any of the biggest Hughesville player, and then there's other players that are about the same height as their tallest player. So you're going to have to hit from the outside. He's going to be a key.
Absolutely. On the other side, you've got to talk Gerald Ross, and he just gets better and better. I think after the Danville game, it woke up this Sock team. Since then, Ross has been on fire. He was our Price Optical last week with 30 points, came off 20-plus the other night. He's now upped his average to nearly 19 points a game. He is a leading scorer. Gerald Ross, when he gets in the groove, and then you throw Gare in, is giving you 16 a game, this team is awfully tough coming in. They've got 4 guys around that double digits mark for Loyalsock. Ross, the impact player again. Jim Webb has been a partner of ours with Web Weekly and WebWeeklyLive.com. Is a former Sock player under CI back in the 80s, and Jim's boys both played for Ron Insinger. Jim, this is a big day for Loyalsock basketball when you talk history in all of Pennsylvania.
Absolute, Gary. I mean, this is something we might never see again. I mean, CI has been here over 4 decades, and with the climate of today's world, I don't know if another coach will last that long in the coaching environment in Pennsylvania today.
All right, Jim, thanks. Appreciate it. Jim Webb, we're going to be talking to Jim later. We're going to have him on the floor, and for Loyalsock, hopefully a celebration. For Nick Tagg, it would be a huge win and a statement for Hughesville basketball because it seems like they're a step away from getting back in the glory that he's given them over the years. We're going to take a time out. We come back, starting lineups, opening tip. Loyalsock, Hughesville coming up next, a Saturday afternoon, cable sports, and watching on WebWeeklyLive.com. I know you need a great night's sleep. You're in the right place. Biters, that's right. Route 15 South Williamsport, the Sleep Center. Joe Biter is the master of selling you the greatest mattress and bedding of all time. You sold me, you had me at hello, the Simmons Beauty Rest Platinum Firm, but you've got a bed for everybody, a mattress for everybody, and it's incredible. I've never had better sleep.
Thank you, Gary. We've been in the bedding business for about 30 years. I think we're getting there. Well, I think we kind of got it perfected. So we had a big redo the last couple years. We redid our sleep center and added some like top name brands like the Simmons Beauty Rest Platinum that you have. We have Tempur-Pedic, we have Sealy, a couple other strong brands, and we have 40 beds on the floor. One is right for everybody.
Hundreds to choose from, and you can customize it. You customized it for me. Let's show them how it works. It's got the remote. I laid down, and I was sold immediately. Raise the foot, raise the head part. It's great. Cuts down on snoring, acid reflux. It's great for your health and circulation, but it's great also if you want to read or watch TV. It's amazing. I've never had sleep like this.
The bedroom now is a sanctuary. It's a sanctuary for working. It's a sanctuary for rest and relaxation, watching TV, reading. Adding the adjustable base to one of these brand new beds is the perfect complement.
It's incredible. It's the best buy I've ever made here at Biters, the Sleep Center. Joe, congratulations. They're selling it like crazy. Here at the Sleep Center, come see Joe Biter. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Gary.
We'll be back with more from Biters. Don't go away. For the finest detail and handcrafted jewelry, there is one name to know. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, Oaks Plaza, East 3rd, Golden Strip in Williamsport. Let them make you an original. And remember, they are your diamond headquarters. Absolutely the best prices, bar none, on diamonds anywhere in Central PA. And of course, the finest gemstones in the world today, from sapphires to tanzanite. Now is the time to let them make you an original. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, your diamond headquarters, Golden Strip. The Clothier in the heart of downtown Williamsport has the biggest selection of the state in all the top name brands. Vineyard Vines, Barber, Tommy Bahama, Sport Coats by Jack Victor and Hartshafter and Marks. Now did Babe Bear make his decision?
Francis, this is the look.
Babe, promise me you're going to wear this on the football game show.
You know I will, Francis.
The Clothier, West 4th, downtown Williamsport. The new destination for food, fun, and all the big games is here. It's Scores Sports Bar and Grill inside Liberty Arena in the Chaos Fun Zone, downtown Williamsport, with 12 beer taps, rotating craft beers, incredible food from the Mile High Nachos, wings, pizza, burgers, and more, and 15 HD screens, the NFL Sunday Ticket, all the big games, all the food. Scores Sports Bar and Grill. Hey, we're back here, Fairfield for Fair Deals pregame show. Rick Quigley with us, and boy, the state-of-the-art Fairfield Toyota. You guys have done well here.
This has been a great location for Toyota, and Toyota is, of course, hot as could be. And as Dan Goldman will fill you in on the great success with Toyota this year.
Well, Dan, you've got a lot of great 2019s we've looked at. You've got, obviously, you've talked Tacoma, Tundra, and so much more. Let's talk about your deals that you have on Toyota and how highly they're ranked in the nation and in the world.
Well, we haven't seen incentives to the levels that they've been this year so far. And with resale value by the very trusted Kelley Blue Book website, we have the number 1, number 2, and number 3 in resale value. The Tacoma number 1, Tundra number 2, and the 4Runner number 3.
Okay, a lot of excitement, too, about these great 2019s. Going to be a great year. You guys sell a lot of Toyotas out of here in Central PA.
Boy, we sure do, and it's due to our great employees, our leader, and great prices.
And a great service
after the sale.
Yeah, I was just going to say, service after the sale. Guys, congratulations on the great run with Fairfield Toyota. Good luck for a great 2019.
Thanks, Gary. Good luck to you, too.
Check it out. Fairfield for Fair Deals.
Kiss 1027, the 80s to now.
Great crowd on hand this afternoon prior to a big winter storm coming our way. You're watching live on webweeklylive.com. We link it to Facebook and are on cablesportslive.com. Gary Crispin, Babe Mayer, and the Rennie Rhode Armel All-State game. Hughesville coming in here 5-6. They love to pull an upset win over the number 2 team in Pennsylvania in the 13-1 Loyalsock Lancers. And it's big day as we go to the starting lineups in this ball game. Let's talk AAA travel starting lineups. Nick Travelides will be the point guard running the show for this club. He's only a freshman. Clayton Powell's their leading scorer, number 11, and Justice Lehow in the backcourt. It's Devin Majeski, number 23. He's a banger inside. And Devin Braden is their lone senior at 6'3" and averages 8 points and 9.5 rebounds per game coming in for the Hughesville Spartans. As you see them coming out, the green and white, Nick Tagg in his 16th season as a head coach. And he's certainly taken a team that was a wrestling school years ago and made him a state power over the years and trying to get him back to that. As he said, his youngest team he's ever had in certainly years and experience coming in. And here's Loyalsock's starting lineup coming in. Gerald Ross leads it off. You've got Aiden Gare in the backcourt. The point guard, Anthony Pastore, coming up next. Connor Watkins bangs inside with Bam Brema. Let's go down the floor. And there are the Lancers coming out, babe. It's going to be a good ball game.
It's going to be a good ball game because Nick Tag always gives you a good ball game. He's outmanned today. He knows that. He's the underdog today. He knows that. But Nick knows how to build a basketball team. And in order to do that, he's got to get his players playing with what he wants them to do. And that's what he's looking for tonight.
Big ball game. Ron Insinger at 999 career wins. As you watch this ball game this afternoon, I think a very good crowd in a game that was scheduled to be played tonight at 7:30, moved up to 1:30. JV's played at noon today. And here comes Sock, a team that a lot of folks feel can make a statement and make a deep run this year. 1993 got to the finals. They battled and lost to South Park. Last time to the Eastern Regional Finals. Kyle Dractris, Ben Sosa in that club lost to Conwell Egan of Philly that went on to win the state title. And a lot of folks feel that this is a crew that could make that run. They've got a couple of guys banged up off the bench, but they should be back by playoffs. And Reese Watkins, Sean Jensen, a couple of guys that are hurt coming in. In the middle, Devin Braden jumps up against 6'6" Bam Brema, who's headed to Pittsburgh on a football scholarship. And we're set to go, a day of history here in the PIAA at Loyalsock. Tap controlled, Lancers. Pastore runs it up the paint, dishes won't go. Watkins keeps it alive, stepping back for three. Ross. Anytime you get the offensive rebound, you can't give Sock many chances, and Pastore keeps it alive.
And that's going to be a problem rebounding for Hughesville.
One thing Hughesville does is they defend well. That's the first thing. The Nick Tag off that screen, the roll up the lane won't go. Save, but stepping on the end line. And one thing, Hughesville really takes pride in his playing defense.
Yeah, it does. And watch Nick Tag's players, how they move. I mean, he teaches them little steps at a time, which is how you got to do it. You can't throw them too much at one time. Give them a little, let them learn, then move on to the next.
All right, Trevelini's running the point. Freshman guard at 5'10", comes to the right side. Majeski. Got to be a whistle. Reach-in foul, Gerald Ross. On a reach-in against Clayton Powell. He's their go-to guy, the leading scorer in this team. It'll be team foul number 1 of the ball game. No score yet. Inbound. Sock, of course, likes to pressure the ball after a made basket to start a ball game. You're going to see them do that all night. Off the miss. Deep miss that time, Trevelini's. Here comes Gare, who led the team in scoring. And now Ross on top, 19 a game. Pastore, little head fake, up the lane, spinning back to Ross. Ross penetrates. Lost the dribble, out of bounds. Gerald thought it was touched last by the Spartans, and it goes back to Hughesville.
Well, whether it was or not, it doesn't matter. But look at the defense. You talked about it on the first trip up court.
They go
the
that
same thing the second court. Good defense.
Yeah, they go that 1-2-2 zone trap press, and they put Connor Watkins, who's got a lot of length at 6'4", out at that point. That zone trap gets people in trouble. Of course, Nick knows his team. He scouts well, knows what Sock's going to do. You've got Majeski, head of the circle. Pouse takes the three. This team hit 14 threes in a recent win over Muncie. They can shoot the deep ball. Ball's kept alive, knocked out by Sock. No score still, and we played a minute and a half of the ball game. And anytime you keep this Loyalsock team offensively down, inbound play, good block and a pin by Ross on the miss by Majeski. Rushing it up, Pastore off the screen from Gare. In the paint, kick back Watkins off the head fake. Back to Gare's, got to save it. Good denial and steal by the Spartans, and it comes out to Poust. Here comes the green and white. Still no score in the ball game. Justice Lehau touched it back to the point guard. They go to Poust. No travel, Sock crowd wanted it. Devin Braden, 24, comes out high for the screen. And boy, I'll tell you, they do some switching. And now they're trying to double the ball early and get this Spartan team into trouble. Spartans, all they can handle with a Loyalsock trap defense.
Well,
somebody's got to be free.
They're playing nervous on offense, and they got to relax.
That time, the inbound, they tried to get it to Bam, and it was stolen away. Layhouse pass. High lob denied. Good play, Braden. Kicked it away. Back up comes Trevelidis, and they're trapping the ball. Sock of the steal. Ross dishes and draws the foul. And the foul on the way in against Nick Trevelidis, the freshman point guard. And Gerald goes to the free throw line. He averages a shade under 19 a game. He's hitting at 73% on the season at that free throw line.
We're approaching 3 minutes into the first quarter and still no score. This could be the first score of the game if he puts it in.
Shot goes up. Hard to believe. Took him almost the 3 minutes at 5:18. Second shot, Ross.
Sherwood comes into the ball game for Hughesville.
Yeah, Blake Sherwood, 6'3" junior forward. Sock up 2-0. And Loyalsock, zone trap pressure. Doubling the ball. This really gets a lot of teams in trouble coming in. Just young mistakes that Hughesville has made for a 5-6 club. Breaking the pressure, got a man underneath. The ball's kicked away that time from Devin Braden. And Sock got back and they turned it over again.
Yeah, the pass was to the corner. He had a man wide open in the corner with an open shot. He tried to force it underneath. I think you're in this game here, you're better off going to the open man on the outside.
Sherwood, by the way, came into the game, is third in scoring with 7 a game. Ross penetrates, hits the deck, and Ross comes down hard. And boy, he's slow getting up in Gerald Ross, and now he's going to be all right. That's the last thing they need. Guy that was an all-state receiver in football, 65 receptions, and back-to-back 1,000-yard receiving seasons. And nobody's ever done that around here. Most receiving yards in the history of Lycoming County in high school football by anybody. That says a lot. 2-0 lead. And anytime Hughesville keeps the score down, plays into their favor. Ross again, free throw line is 3-0.
That was our buddy Bobby Lynn, who is a big-time college official. I think he's in the Mountain West Conference.
Yeah, the football.
And football. And he's does a lot of appearances around here. He doesn't care what the game is. He just likes officiating. And he was a good player himself.
Breaking that pressure. Up the lane. Trevelidis tripped and turned it over. No foul. And that has been a problem. Nick Tagg's going to take a quick timeout. 4:34 to play. It's going to be the short 30. We'll take 30. Sock up 4-0. This is the Rennie Road Armor Allstate Game of the Week. Biters Furniture, Mattress and Appliances, 1966. Family owned, everything you need. Eric Biter, what's hot right now here?
What's hot right now is our sleep center. We've got one of the largest selections of mattresses in the area. Don't forget to add the adjustable base so you can go ahead and do that computer work or iPad work while you're sitting in bed. We've got motion furniture so you can watch the big game. And in the appliance department, tons of color. We've got black stainless, we've got slate, we've got it all.
Nobody does it like Biters Furniture, Mattress and Appliance, Route 15, South Side. We're back. CI's Jim going for 1,000. Hughesville called the timeout. They're down 4-0 early. No scoring. They went almost 3 minutes without scoring a bucket in this game. Pastore rolls up the lane. Kick out Ross. Step back for 3. Yes. Gerald Ross, and it's 7-0 Sock.
Nice assist and good eyes by Pastore to find Ross over in the corner.
There's a turnover they wanted out of that zone trap press. Remember, they had Central Mountain down 32-0 after one, and actually had them down as many as 34 early in the game about 2 weeks ago. Number 2 team in Pennsylvania, 13-1 coming in. Pastore back to Watkins, deep jumper, yes. Knocks down back-to-back threes, and it's a 10-0 run for Sock. Trying to get in the middle. That's Braden. Gives it back to the point guard. And they try to come to Trevelidis. Sherwood off the bench wears number 12 in. He's their third leading scorer and second leading rebounder on this Spartan team. Nick likes to go deep in the bench. Trying to work that backdoor cut and screen well. That's what Hughesville does well over the years, traditionally. Good trap pressure that time. Steele, Watkins. Ross on the break. Gerald step over, a reverse layup, in for 2. And Ross out to a big early start in this game. He's got 9 of the 12 points.
Good. It was out of bounds off of Bam. He tried to get the steal and couldn't quite get the hand in there far enough, but knocked it away and slowed down that fast break.
Sock with a 12-0 run after no score after almost 3 minutes. 3:16 to play first period. Watching at webweeklylive.com and linking it to Facebook. Little pressure. Isaiah Savage up the lane, had it rejected. He just came in the game, and Pastore went up and blocked it. Savage started a good deal of a year ago for Hughesville. He's been a little bit of a scoring slump lately, but Nick feels he's a shot or two to get out of it. Savage deep, short. Follow shot with Savage down the lane, kept it alive, Spartans. Gave it right side, Sherwood. Spartans trying to get some guys in early. That's Steve Milheim down there. Milheim kept it alive. Jumper deep goes in. That's Blake Sherwood. 6'3" forward, steps back for 3. And Hughesville's got their first points of the game.
Yeah, that's a big icebreaker for them. They're playing very nervous on offense. Defense, they're doing well.
Pastore jumper. Boy, nothing but net. The third 3 of the game. It is a 15-3 game. That is the difference with this Loyalsock team. The perimeter shooting makes them so dangerous.
Oh, yeah. They can score from any point on the floor, particularly in the half court. Not on the floor, in the half court, I meant. But you're right. The three-point shooting right now is what opened the game up.
Trevelyan's little head fake. Up the lane, Lehau had it pinned by Bam. Kept alive, kicked out of bounds. It goes back to the Spartans. Spartans are expending so much energy just getting it up court and trying to get it into a set half-court offense. And that's what Loyalsock does to you when they frustrate a team early. 15-3 our score.
And you look at Nick Tagliaferri going to the bench.
Nice drive by Paus. Went right by Brema and scored to make it 15-5. His first 2 of the ball game. Their leading scorer with 11. Yeah. Pastore, a deep 3. Whistle, bump, push, in a foul underneath. And the foul, I believe, goes against, now let's look and see. It's going to go against, may go against Bam. As Hughesville will inbound.
Yeah, Hughesville will inbound, yeah, okay.
It's going to go against Watkins. It'll be the second team foul, both the 2 team fouls. Gare stealing at half court. That has been the problem with the Spartans' turnovers and poor shooting for a young team trying to get their basketball legs. A lot of these guys haven't played that long of organized varsity ball. Gare, short miss. Brema keeps it alive. Bam goes up in a crowd and draws the foul.
Boy, I'll tell you what, the fouls are tied up at 2-2. It'll be 2-3 right now. But, once you get that ball in underneath, it's going to be very difficult to match up. And, you got to keep that ball out to the outside. They're in a zone. They're in a 2-1-2 zone and packing the paint. But, unfortunately, Loyalsock's hitting from the outside.
Second shot goes 15-6, or 16-5, I should say, our score in the game. Game of the week brought to you by Dolly's Diner. And, boy, I tell you, Dolly's does an outstanding job. Of course, Dolly's coming soon to Donna's in Williamsport, Dolly's West. And you talk about not only you talk Dolly's in Montoursville, Dolly's in the Golden Strip, Dolly's with Griggs. They do an amazing job. Babe Mayer is a guy that can eat all of those pancakes in one sitting.
Yeah, any food worth eating is worth eating a lot of, Gary Chrisman. That's why I go to Dolly's.
16-5, our score in the game. Brema. Second shot goes in. Bam's got a pair, 17-5, and Sock putting that zone trap press on. Milheim working the middle, gives it back to Paus, who scored his first 2 a moment ago. Paus likes that drive. Kick back jumper, that time Savage, in and out, it won't go. Brema buries a rebound. Here comes Sock in the run. Good job that time for taking steps. Savage got back for the steal, but then couldn't maintain possession and traveled out of bounds, and it goes back to Sock with 59 on the clock here in the first quarter. Cable Sports at our Rennie Road Armel Allstate game. You're watching webweeklylive.com, here on Facebook, and cablesportslive.com. Anytime you can go back and watch those games. Watkins with 45. Sock up 17-5 early.
Hughesville switched now back into a man defense.
Yeah, they started man, and they may match it up and try to double the ball as much as possible to try to force some turnovers here. They defend really well. That's the first thing that Nick Tagg teaches his defense.
Yeah, that's right.
Sock spread the floor, looking for a good shot to extend the lead. It's down to 18. They'll take a look at the clock and make a run with about 8-9 seconds and try to get an open look. 10 seconds left in the first. Ross controls it out front, gives it back past Story in the right wing. Little head fake Gare, back past Story, checks the clock, drives into the paint, shoots, and it will not go. We have played one from Loyalsock, CI's Jim, and Sock up over Hughesville 17-5. This is the Rennie Road Armel Allstate Game of the Week. Rennie Road Armel Allstate Insurance. Rennie, congratulations. 40 years and, boy, no end in sight. You're not retiring. You love what you do.
Oh, exactly. And taking care of the customer and being there in their time of need is the most important thing about this business. We are available to customers 24/7. Everybody has our home, our office, and our cell numbers. We never refuse to take a call or take care of people when they need it.
Rennie Road Armel Allstate Insurance.
There's a reason why you come here. With every visit, we embrace our customers like family. We're the name you've trusted for over 32 years.
We show how much we value our customers with unrivaled service, a commitment to hometown values, and unmatched selection.
Fairfield isn't just any dealership. We're the area's most trusted dealerships. Fairfield. For fair deals, you're gonna love us.
We're back from Loyalsock Township. Gary Crispin and Babe Bear, 17-5 after one. Hughesville and Sock. Sock did not score until 5:18 mark, almost 3 minutes into that quarter, but they came down, hit back-to-back-to-back threes, 3 in a row, and got out 12-0.
You know, Hughesville's done a very good job on them defensively in the paint. And I think that's what they wanted to take away. That was the most dangerous part. But unfortunately, they're hot from the outside. And you talked about it. They can hit anywhere.
And another steal. Ross in the open court. And Gare finishes on his left side, 19-5.
Good transition.
They kill you in transition. They kill you behind the arc. That makes CI's team so good and one of the best, I think, in the East. And number 2 in the state now, in a year that I think they can make a Hershey run. Braden goes up the lane, rejected Watkins. They got it back again. Jumper rejected again inside, and a shot put up by Trevelines, and stepping back is Poust.
And that's what you got to do. You're not going to drive against Bam Bam in the middle and Gare and the big guys they have underneath. Ross is a big guy. Matter of fact, everybody's a big guy with the exception of Pastore. What's going on down there, Gary?
They've got good size. That ball was knocked away, and then they reversed it. As Watkins, they first called a Hughesville ball off the foot, and Connor looked at it. The other referee said, now it was last touched by the green and white. Ross, pretty play. Making it look easy for the All-Stater in basketball and football. A big upside he'll have for some college team in either one of those sports next year. Down the lane, steps taken before the shot. That time, Majeski had it, and the junior forward, who's a guy who's one of their best and smartest defensive players, did not play till 9th grade for this Spartan team, but has been one of the team leaders for this club this season.
Lehau comes back into the ball game, and Nick Tagg is really working his bench.
There's Ross to Watkins, head of the circle, defended there by Majeski. Right side pass Story. Off that high screen, Gare. Boy, does he have a shot. When he gets the rotation going, Gare knocks it down, 24-7.
And when the whole team gets it going like they have right now, it's really tough to beat this team.
Doubling the ball, Bremen held his ground and blocked the shot. Ross, one and done. Gives it back past Story. What a play in the spin on the reverse layup, wouldn't go in.
Timing was off just a little bit on that entry pass, and Pastore couldn't get it to fall.
Pastore off the steal, fakes behind the back and puts it up, and it wouldn't go, and the putback, Watkins wouldn't stay in the hole. Coming out of it, Lehau runs it up against Brema, and bam, blocked it out of bounds again. And you see, and little smile by Lehau down there. They know they're overmatched, but Hughesville's fighting hard, and they're going to continue to take it hard to the rim.
Well, you can take it hard to the rim, but it doesn't do any good when you're outsized in there and you're getting the ball knocked away. I think they'd be better off stopping, kicking it back outside.
24-7. Ali comes in the game, so did Dane Arpson. Sox first two reserves of the game. Paust goes in the kickback. This is Savage. Comes back in. Paust with Watkins at 6'4" on him. Paust takes him up the lane, and that's one thing. Paust trying to be aggressive going to the hole, and he draws the foul. And that's one thing when you play aggressive basketball. You're hoping to get to the line if you cannot hit the shot.
Yeah.
They blocked a bunch, but if you get to the line and continue to pressure offensively, because anytime, Sock, you're going to have to continue to attack.
Is this their first trip to the line?
Free throw line?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Paust again. It will be.
Hughesville being on the line.
And Clayton Paust again, free throw line. And Game of the Week brought to you by Webb Weekly and WebbWeeklyLive.com. It's been a great matchup with Jim Webb. We'll be talking to Jim coming up at halftime to talk to the coaches. Ross finishes and makes it look easy.
The Webb family has had a long tradition here, starting with Jim. I think that was back in the 70s, wasn't it?
Now he's in the 80s.
In the 80s, and then his two boys just in recent years have starred here in multiple sports.
Gare one and done again from the miss from Sherwood. Ross finishes again. That time it wouldn't stay in. Rebound buried by Paust. 26-9. Try to get the ball that time to Savage, and they turned it over, and it's getting a little sloppy out there right now. Overmatched Hughesville 5-6. But give Nick another year with some of these guys. As he said, This is the youngest team he's ever had in 16 years from age-wise, but certainly the youngest from experience-wise.
Well,
Watkins throws it away.
There's only one senior that starts on this team with Nick, and so he has a lot to work with as he goes through the years. And Nick does a lot on the off season.
Yeah, that's one of the keys.
It's huge for
him.
him.
One of the other big keys for Tag's team. A lot of these guys haven't started playing basketball since say ninth grade. It's not like they've been playing forever. So they're learning the game. Paust, deep jumper. He's one of the bright spots in the team. Arpson got up, got the rebound, and the junior tried to go to Ross, and he threw it away. Dane Arpson was an outstanding football player that started for Loyalsock this year, defensive end. You're going to see him play for Justin Van Fleet next season. 26-9 our score, 4:17 left. Sock going for their 14th win of the season, and CI's 1,000th in his career for the winningest coach in all of high school basketball in Pennsylvania. And amazing as the turnover goes against Sherwood. Started coaching in the 74-75 season, some 44 years ago, and it would be his 45th season as a head coach at Sock. Hughesville has turned it over 11 times early. That's a key. Out in the high post, Bam. He's going to take his man down the hole. A little bump, no whistle called. Ali in traffic. Lost the handle. Good denial of the baseline by the Spartan defense, who doubled the ball that time. That time on the drive put up by Ali. That's a Grease Ali. He's about a 5'6", 5'7" inch sophomore, but a good one.
Yeah, on defense, I think Hughesville's playing very well. On offense, though, they're playing nervous. They're rushing things. They're not relaxed, and and a lot of that has to do with who they're going against. But
that's what that defense does. Yeah. When you've got you guys pressuring the ball and then doubling the ball, and Loyalsock's ability to get up in the air when you're driving the rim and block shots, and they blocked at least 4 already, maybe 5 in this game tonight. Denial Arpson. They try to go to Devin Braden underneath, who averages almost a double-double for the Spartans with 8 points and 9.5 rebounds per game. He's their second leading scorer. They need some scoring. That's Braden down there now. Gives it down the paint. Nice move. Shot wouldn't stay, though. Savage couldn't put it in. Here comes Pastore. Pastore up the lane in traffic. Back to Bam on the double team. There's going to be a bump and a foul. Bam took it to the hole, and Hughesville swarmed him, tried to double team, but it's going to be a bump and a foul. And Spartans commit their fourth team foul of the ball game, and Derek G comes in. We asked Derek before the game, you ready to play? He has battled so many injuries, and he came back in football and scored a touchdown in the playoffs, and that was big for Derek G.
He's an excellent athlete, and just has had problems with that knee mainly.
Yeah, it's been tough, and boy, it would be great depth-wise to have G really healthy come playoff time, because he's a real good athlete for Loyalsock. 26-9. Sock with 3 minutes till halftime. They've been in command the entire way, jumped at 12-0 early. Although there's the 5-second call, and that's great defense.
Yeah, yes it is.
Good D that time. Hughesville got Austin Long to come in the ball game, and they were playing some pretty good defense that time, and they turned it over. That's Long with the ball now.
That's what Nick Tagg's talking to the team about right now.
Sherwood pounced. Long takes the step off that screen, and Bam got in the way and stole it away. Bremer tries to finish. Pump fake, goes up, reverses, no good. Sox missing some shots they normally would make. And Hughesville continues to swarm on defense. There's Derek G. Ali. Pastore got his man in the air, takes that little shovel pass, and Bremer, it's going to be a charge and hitting the deck, Austin Long. And I'll tell you, Nick Tagg loves that. Long comes into the ball game, plays D, forces a 5-second call, and takes a charge. Yeah. That's Nick Tagg basketball right there for Hughesville. We're going to take a timeout. 2:24 to play until halftime. We'll take the short 30. This is the Rennie Road Armor Allstate Game of the Week. The new destination for food, fun, and all the big games is here. It Scores Sports Bar and Grill inside Liberty Arena in the Chaos Fun Zone, downtown Williamsport, with 12 beer taps, rotating craft beers, incredible food from the Mile High Nachos, wings, pizza, burgers, and more, and 15 HD screens, the NFL Sunday Ticket, all the big games, all the food. Scores Sports Bar and Grill. Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves in our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card that's 8.9% fixed rate. Great products.
And I know your members love the online banking.
Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco Federal Credit Union, member serving members for 75 years. Gary Crispin, Bay Bear, Jim Webb with us. And we'll talk to Jim coming up. Talk to CI at the end of the half. 2:24 to play, 26-9. CI going for 1,000 in their 14th win for the number 2 team in 3A in the PIAA this year. Hughesville, 5-6 on the season. Lehau had it, stripped by Armson. Derek G gives it back to Ali. Ali hustles, picks up the loose ball, back to Armson again. Ali's a sophomore, about 5'7". Pastore. Austin Long came in, had 2 great defensive plays. He's still in the ballgame. Where's number 10? Little spin move. Pastore uses the glass, can't hit the shot.
Not a good shot.
Here comes Lehau, runs it back up again. Trevelidis, the freshman point guard at 5'10". That's him right there. Is going to take the lane. They deny it. Jumper Braden won't go. Bam buries another rebound. One and done for Hughesville, but they defended well on this end. 26-9. Pastore. One thing Anthony Pastore's got to watch, playing out of control. And sometimes Anthony, who can get obviously trying to do a little bit too much, and that's one thing. If this team's going to make a run, they got to continue to share the ball the way they do. Certainly, this is a really talented team and a talented point guard. 26-9, our score in the game. Watkins, pass Story. Gonna take it, shared the ball. Nice move that time, pass Story. So quick on the first step, got it to Connor, who laid it in. 28-9, Sock. Hughesville have struggled all day to get the ball up as they trap with that pressure. Meaning somebody's got to be free underneath, but it's hard to find him. Deep jumper, no, by Paust. Ross stood there and grabbed the rebound with a minute to play in the second. Gerald is out here in the left wing. Averages about 19 a game. He was a winner of the Biters game ball the last time we saw him against Central. Ross, the turnaround. One and done there. Paust with a rebound. Clayton's going to run it up. He's going to take his man to the hole, and it would not stay. Braden puts it back up and good.
Boy, I'll tell you what, that was a big play by Braden. I think that's the first offensive rebound into points in this ball game so far for Hughesville.
Yeah, that's a big bucket. 28-11, our score of the game. 27 left. And right now, Tag just trying to hang around in this game. Sock goes forward to play for the final shot of the quarter. We'll go down to Jim Webb at the tail end of the quarter to talk to CI. Pass Story. Down to 11. Eyeing that clock. Makes a run to the hole. Dishes back. Whistle, bump, foul on the way. It's going to be a blocking foul against Hughesville with 6.8 to play. Our next game will be the Lancers at Williamsport, and it's going to be for the Magic Dome next Saturday night. And what a crowd that should be. Williamsport has been down, but they're a pesky team that has beaten some good teams like Lancaster and Reading. And Alan Taylor's club, not big, but they play a really tough schedule. And one thing for sure, they don't want to hear that Loyalsock is number 2 favored coming into that game. That should be real interesting to see how that plays out. Time called, and they took the 30. And I tell you what, we'll take it. We'll keep it right here, Mike. And we'll thank some of our sponsors. Want to thank Jim Webb and our friends at Webb Weekly. 58,000 households they get into every week. They do a great job, and Jim's done a great job, not only with the great editorials, but, staying local and talking to folks around the area. The local stories that have a lot of human interest. That's one of the things that they do best at Webb Weekly. And, of course, tied in with us, and Derek Rizzo and company, and WebWeeklyLive.com, the home of all these football and basketball games. And football, of course, they give you 2 games a week. You can click on either one, watch them at the same time. And Jim's been a great partner with WebWeeklyLive.com. We're going to talk to Jim here coming up in a moment. 28-11, our score. This is the Rennie Rhode Armel All-State game. Watkins trying to deny the inbound, doubling the ball. Ross couldn't get it. It counts short. Hughesville, good job of disallowing the final bucket. And a good job swarming defensively. And Hughesville, I think, feels pretty good right there. Tough offensively, but 28-11 our score. And we're going to grab CI and talk to Jim Webb here at the tail end of the half. And why don't we go down to Jim on the floor.
Basketball coach Ron Insinger. CI, you got to be happy with the first half defense. Unbelievable, only 11 points.
Yeah, anytime you hold any team, let alone Hughesville, they have a bunch of 3-point shooters. So to hold them 11 points is thrilling. I'm very happy with that aspect of the game.
And exactly what you would expect out of a tag coach team. Their defensive intensity and getting after it right out of the gate was obvious.
Oh, they came here to win the basketball game, and rightfully so. That's what the Spartans are all about. And we've got a great rivalry, so, throw out the records. We're here for a game.
Nobody would rather play today, right?
That's right. We've had some great games over the years.
And the last thing, great to see Derek G out on the floor today in the first half.
Yeah, that made my day right there.
Absolutely. Get you in the locker room. See you after the game, CI.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.
All right, Jim, thanks. 28-11 our score. CI's Lancers on top. This is the Rennie Rhode Armel All-State Game of the Week. Rennie Rhode Armel All-State Insurance, 40 years in the business, Rennie. It's flown by, and you still love what you do. Congratulations.
Exactly. The key for me is I enjoy my job. I'm thankful for all the clients we've had. I'm thankful for people who we've been helped through many terrible circumstances, from fires to floods to death in the family. It's different than a lot of jobs. You become part of the family. You're there when people need you.
Randy Rodarmel, Allstate Insurance. Biters Furniture, Mattress and Appliances, 1966. Family owned, everything you need. Eric Biter, what's hot right now here?
What's hot right now is our sleep center. We've got one of the largest selections of mattresses in the area. Don't forget to add the adjustable base so you can go ahead and do that computer work or iPad work while you're sitting in bed. We've got motion furniture so you can watch the big game. And in the appliance department, tons of color. We've got black stainless, we've got slate, we've got it all.
Nobody does it like Biters Furniture, Mattress and Appliance, Route 15, South Side. Dolly's Diner behind Rita's Italian Ice, just off the Golden Strip, is Loyalsock's answer to cheers, where everyone knows your name. For the best in home-style breakfast and lunch, 7 days a week, 5 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Dolly's Diner, homemade breakfast, homemade lunches here in Loyalsock Township. And where any food worth eating a lot of.
Dolly's Diner behind Rita's, just off the Golden Strip. Everybody's talking about the new Chaos Fun Zone in the heart of downtown Williamsport, the go-to place for big kids and little kids and all kinds of fun. Chaos has everything from 12 brand spanking new boutique bowling lanes, the only laser tag venue in the area, over 40 arcade games that satisfy your inner gamer, indoor trampoline at Fly World, complete with slam dunk hoops and dodgeball court. Perfect place for birthday parties and corporate events. And don't forget about the great food and fun and all the games at Scores Sports Bar and Grill inside Chaos, the premier sports destination with 12 beer taps and all kind of great rotating craft beers. Plus 15 HD screens and the NFL Sunday ticket for all the big games. And then the Liberty Arena for leagues and tournaments, clinics, and a variety of sports, including soccer, baseball, softball, and more. Don't miss it. It's Chaos, the Chaos Fun Zone, the hot new place in Central PA. Ray-Ban, Nike, Polo Ralph Lauren, Maui Jim, Costa, Gucci, Wiley X. Price Optical has the widest selection of sunglass eyewear in the area. Attention gas workers and outdoorsmen and women. Wiley X sunglasses are ANSI safety rated and military ballistic certified. At Price Optical, we set our sights on your vision. Our focus is on providing you complete quality eyewear. Price Optical, for the finest in eyewear. Hey, we're back. Fairfield Chevy Cadillac halftime show. Gary Chrisman and Babe Mayer. Saco on top 28-11. They jumped out early 12-0. We're going to talk about what happened in the first half. Let's talk Price Optical Athlete of the Week for this week. And our Athlete of the Week, Austin Lowe, the Matursville Warriors, had 20 the other night against Central Columbia, coming into his own, the young junior. The guy's a real deal. He's playing really well.
Well, the whole Matursville team's playing very well. He is one of the key players because he's the big man underneath. They get the ball to him. He can put it in the basket from not only underneath, but from the outside.
Yeah, there he is. Austin Lowe, congratulations. He is our Price Optical Athlete of the Week. There he is against Central the other night with 20 points. He's certainly a key as you see Lowe finish. We'll take a quick time out. We will be back and we will talk what happened in the first half of the game. Sock and CI going for his 1,000th win for the number 2 team in Pennsylvania. We'll be back. Fairfield for Fair Deals. Hey guys, we're back here in Lewisburg. It's the Fairfield Chevy Cadillac halftime show. Gary Chrisman with Rick Quigley, Denny Spots. What a location, Rick. I know of all these locations, you're really proud of this one.
Love this one, Denny. It's a brand new, great facility. Everything's brand new here, right on 15. Great location with over 400 cars in stock.
Yeah, you're talking about a huge selection, Denny. Cadillac continues to evolve and be very hot as it evolves even younger and sportier, and what a lineup of caddies.
Yeah, the Cadillac line has really come around in the last few years with being a premier luxury brand. The technology, the features that they put in these things are amazing. We've got new models coming out every 6 months for the next few years. And
what about the car that drives itself? Which one is that? I know you're going to get me in that car.
Yes, a CT6 will actually drive itself down the highway hands-free.
Wow.
And it's pretty amazing.
Great experience.
Yeah, I imagine. And the Escalade is always big. And, of course, you talk about Chevy. You've got a great lineup of Chevys right here in the showroom. Talk about sporty, hot cars.
From Camaros to Silverados, Equinox, Tahoes, we have everything, and we have a huge selection. The 18s are going fast.
And, of course, the 19s, they're here. Check it out. Fairfield Chevy Cadillac, Rick. You know, Silverado, a huge seller. And you got to talk about service. That's something you're most proud of. Service is what you guys do best.
That's our top priority, and we have services number one here, and we will continue to be that, along with our best pricing.
Absolutely. Check it out. Fairfield for fair deals. Fairfield Chevy Cadillac, Route 15, Lewisburg, PA. We're back with more halftime right after this.
River Valley Transit has partnered with the Community Arts Center for its 4th year to provide a free show shuttle service for the 2018 and 2019 season. Park downtown, grab a bite to eat, ride the show shuttle to the CAC, then after the show, have the show shuttle return you to your car. The show shuttle operates in 4 15-minute loops starting 1 hour prior to the show. The show shuttle operates 2 loops following the show, one starting 10 minutes after the show and the second loop starting 30 minutes after the show. The show shuttle offers 5 stops, including the Community Arts Center. This service is only available for select shows. For more information, please visit caclive.com.
Fairfield Chevy Cadillac halftime show. Gary Chrisman and Bay Loyalsock on top, trying to win their 14th, and it is 28-11. They jumped out, no scoring in the first 5:18 until 5:18 mark. Sock put it in, ran off 12 points, and Babe, you talk about River Valley Transit big play. 3 threes in a row. Pastore, Ross, Watkins. Take a look at, you can pick any of these. River Valley Transit big play. When you hit behind the arc, as Connor did there, that is huge. Sock in transition, Sock with that zone trap defense. But Hughesville held their own in the half-court defense, did a pretty good job. Ross leads with 13, and 4 by Pouse leads for Hughesville, held to 11 points, but Sock does what they do.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, Hughesville is creating chaos on defense. They're doing a great job. I think they have Sock off their game a little bit because it's not a custom game that you would see. But on the other side, on the offensive side, I think that Hughesville's playing a little nervous, and that, of course, the Sox defense is doing a great job. We're really seeing more of a defensive game out here, and if it wouldn't be for the 3-4 shot, the three-point shot, we would have a closer game.
We better run at 12-0 early, 17-5 after 1, 28-11 now. We'll be back second half next. Watching live on webweeklylive.com. Hey guys, back here at Biters, it all started with appliances. 1966, grandfathers selling appliances from the garage many years ago, and now you've evolved bigger and better than ever. And Eric Biter, I'm telling you, tell me what is hot this year.
Right now it's color. In the appliance industry, you're going to see colors like slate, and behind us we've got some black stainless, one of the hottest colors that's out right now.
You've got a tag up here. Show me what that means, because I think it means you've got the lowest prices when it comes to appliances.
That's right. On these tags go out, they scrape our website and our competitors' website, so we know that we're priced right for all the product that we have on our floor.
Absolutely. So many great things that you have. All right. Tell me more about how you can get an item that maybe you don't have right now. You can turn it around, get it pretty quickly, right?
We can. We have access to a distribution center in Harrisburg with $29 million worth of inventory. If they have it in stock, we'll have it within 24 hours.
Everything under the sun, and a great display that you have right here. Let's talk about this. Fantastic.
This is GE's hot color right now, the black stainless. This is the most popular color that we have on our floor.
Lowest pricing, best selection, Biters since 1966. Eric, thanks.
Thank you, Gary.
Biters, furniture, mattress, and appliance, South Williamsport. Check them out today. Jim Moff and Associates, you've been at it for 30-plus years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement with the money they really need, right?
Correct. Now, there's some folks that really don't have a lot of assets, but we're able to help them to achieve financial success for retirement. A little bit of discipline and some savings each month will get them there.
Jim Moff and Associates, moffandassociates.com.
Kiss 1027, the 80s to now.
Loyalsock Township tonight. CI's gym. And a big day, we should say, as we're so used to doing night games until the playoffs. But today this game moved to 1:30, and the Winter Storm coming. CI up 28-11. His 1,000th win it would be if they can win this ball game, up 17. But it's been a pesky Hughesville team that they learn to defend. Gare down deep, and it will not go. Here comes Pouse, runs it up the other way for the Spartans. Gives it back Braden. Kick back, Lehal got his man up the lane, got it rejected by Ross, got his own rebound. Justice Lehal in traffic, again trying to get aggressive offensively. They've had trouble in that half court, and Sock defends, and they're so much taller. Watkins off the pump fake, short. A good job holding his ground, and Braden underneath at 6'3", and they threw the ball away. And Montoursville, or I should say Hughesville, defending so well.
Yeah.
And we were talking about the Montoursville Warriors. That'll be a good game when they play Hughesville coming up. Down the lane, that ball is partially blocked, but a foul called.
Well, you know, you look at the scoreboard. Loyalsock averages 72 points a game. They're not even halfway there in the first half. They're not even close to halfway there in the first half.
Well, that's what Hughesville wants to try to do, is hold you down offensively. As Pastore connects, 28-29, 11 are scoring the game.
Now, Hughesville has a lot of fouls. But Nick Tagliaferri has done a great job of managing his bench, getting a lot of players in. So I don't think there's anybody in Hughesville that's really in foul trouble.
Pastore, who averages 11 a game, scoring the pair at the line. He's got 5 on the day. Lehal coming out high. Braden. Poust up the lane. Good block, 2 in a row. Watkins had 2 blocks, but a great follow shot is up and put in that time.
Devin Braden.
And Braden doing a good job. He's certainly been a key for this basketball team. 30-13. This could be a big confidence builder for Hughesville if they can continue to play pretty well. But Gerald Ross just does what he does on a turnaround and hits that baseline shot. 32-13, making them work for all they can get. Breaking pressure. Poust. They double the ball. Gare, Pastore, and a good job working it into Devin Braden again. He's got back-to-back buckets, and they cut it down to 16 at 32-16. Good job playing team ball. That's what Tag is known for. They work so hard in the offseason. But he's got a real young team and a young team from experience. Gare tries to make him pay down there. Good hustle and position that time. On a great job getting position by Majeski. Here's Pouse, steps back for 3. This team hit 14 threes against Muncie in a double-digit win.
Even though he didn't hit that shot, Hughesville's got to take more shots. When they get a ball and they're open, take the shot.
32-15. Brains scored the last two buckets for Hughesville. High ball screen. They come out to Bam again. Brema. Ross from the corner. And Gerald knocks down another three. Gerald Ross, 19 a game, coming in 35-15. He's got 18 already, and he has been on fire since that loss January 2nd at Danville. Good denial that time. Ross touches it back to Watkins, who finishes. And again, zone trap pressure, and that's what they do. And 37-15 our score in this ball game.
Foul's going to go against Lehau.
They're going to make some changes again. They're bringing Steve Milheim in the ball game, and it's going to be a quick 30-second timeout. We'll take time. 37-15 Sock. This is the Rennie Road Armel Allstate Game of the Week. Rich Road Armel, homeowners insurance is something you guys do so well here at Rennie Road Armel Allstate.
It's all about sitting down with a client and understanding that they have a finished basement or what we're covering exactly for them. We want to make sure that we know the structure we're insuring, and that stems from sitting down and asking you questions about what year your home was built. We want to make sure that we have that home insured correctly for our clients.
Great coverage, great price. Rennie Road Armel, Allstate Insurance. 37-15, our score in this ball game. Bay Bear joins me along with Jim Webb. And Jim, Loyalsock wins this game. We'll be going to him on the floor to talk to CI in pursuit of his 1,000th win. Nobody's done that. I don't think we'll ever see it again in today's game in Pennsylvania. Connor Watkins finishes the three-point play, 38-15. Hughesville rushes it up, trying to get out there. Savage off the double team, and he traveled. Good job holding the ground and not fouling between Bam and Gerald.
Well, yeah, you had two big guys just blanketed him, and he couldn't even see where to throw the ball and shuffled his feet. Good defense by the Lancers.
Here comes Pastore. Pastore to Gare. Ain't got up to that torrid start to start the game. His average has gone down to start the season, we should say. Average is a shade under 17. Real give and go that time, and Bam missed an easy one. Puts it back up, got the second chance and in. 40-15. Good denial of baseline defensively by Brema. That time of the driving Sherwood. Trying to make them work. Trevelidis, the point guard, gives it back deep on the miss by Savage. Away to Pastore. In transition, short. And Hughesville there for the rebound. Trevelidis, Nick is only a 5'10 freshman. Tries to finish off his foot and out of bounds. Those are the little things that will start to come together for this Hughesville team.
You know, the Hughesville team is just like I say, they're creating chaos out there, and it's tough to get a rhythm on them. And I think that's what maybe is bothering the Lancers a little bit right now. They're over halfway towards their average and may get there.
Here comes Brema rolling up the paint. There's going to be a block and a foul before that shot. It'll be team foul 3 against Hughesville in the third with 3:54 to play. And the Rennie Road Armel All-State game here on Cable Sports. You're watching live today. Part of history for the Lancer basketball program here in the PIAA. 40-15. At webweeklylive.com, linking it to my Facebook page, and you can share it. And, of course, our own website, cablesportslive.com, where you can watch any of the games all season. That's going to be a carry by Gare. And Loyalsock's in a game. You come into a ball game and you want to stay sharp, but it's awfully tough when you're a heavy favorite coming in.
Well, you know, this may be it's a good learning experience for Loyalsock, too, because the chaos out there, a lot of teams right now have quit on Loyalsock by now.
That's a good point.
Yeah, Hughesville's still playing tough. They're still hustling. That's a Nick Tagliaferri team. I mean, he knows how to get people motivated.
Yeah, another turnover against the Spartans that had a bundle in the first half. Adris Ali back in the game, running that point, coming out high. And that high post, good job off the feed by Bam, reverse layup, and a lot of those have not stayed in for Sock in this ball game. Loyalsock played a pretty tight game at Athens last week, winning by only 8, 69-61. Little playoff preview. That time, another rejection by Watkins, who's had at least 4 in this game. Another block by Armson, but got the arm. Going up. Will it be Watkins or Armson? It's going to be Dane that's going to get the foul.
Is it going to be Dane? Because I thought they were going to call him Watkins, but it was Dane.
It will be Connor Watkins. It's going to be Watkins that picks up the... They don't have a place to put the player's number up on the board, but we can hear the PA announcer said, and it was Watkins that picked up the foul. Well, Game of the Week brought to you by KISS 102.7, 80s to now. And the Crispin Show. And coming up Monday morning and all next week, chance to win Big Game Sunday with our friends at Liberty Arena. And we've got 10 grand prize winners getting ready for Big Game Sunday, February 3rd. Under the roof at all the venues at Liberty Arena. And a chance to win on the Crispin Show at KISS FM. Ali. Gerald keeps it alive. That offensive board gives him so many extra chances. Armson at the baseline is going to turn, whirl, and try to get to the hole. It's going to be a block before the shot. That time, Devin Braden, the 6'3 senior forward, lone senior starting. Got a lot of time off the bench a year ago. Only third year playing basketball. And that's what, that's what Tag says about a young team experience-wise. Guys who just start playing the game. They have not been playing since they were 6 or 7. Here comes Watkins off that high post. Gerald, good ball movement. Watkins, a deep 3. Will not go. Kept alive. Armson kicked it right back to Blake Sherwood. And Sherwood runs it down over the timeline for the Spartans with 2:23 to play. Justice, that's Lehau, gives it back. Braden in traffic, scores. And Devin Braden's come to play in this third quarter. That's his 6th point in the quarter, 40-18. And a good bucket by Braden. Pastore deep. Deep jumper, forced up there, short, and again Devin Braden taking over the boards. Blake Sherwood tries to make him pay. The shot will not go out of bounds. It comes back to Sock with 1:50 in his third period. Next Saturday night, babe, is going to be fun. We're going to be at the Magic Dome as Sock plays the Millionaires. What a crowd that should be.
And we talked earlier in the pregame about we've seen some strange things happen. We've seen a lot of them happen between those two.
Dane Armson, good job there by. And Armson, I think, is going to be a real key as they try to get their bench back. They've got injuries to Reese Watkins with a broken hand and a broken wrist by Sean Jensen. They should be back for the playoffs, but Watkins and Derek G and company, Al Lee, who got that rebound. That depth is something Sock's going to need if they're going to make a run down that stretch.
Yeah, absolutely. And Ali comes off the bench. He's a good shooter. His younger brother, Siraj, who's most people think because he's taller, he's the older brother. He's the younger brother.
Yeah, he's a freshman,
right? And he's just a freshman, and he's a good ball player too. So, it's not like the well's dry here by any means. But the point you made about depth is going to be important when you get into the playoffs.
Yeah, no doubt. Derek G back in the ball game, played a little bit. We talked to Derek before the game. He wasn't sure if he was going to play, but he was getting closer, and he got a chance to play early. Losing the handle. They call that jump ball, looking for possession. Arrow, whose turn is it? And it will be Hughesville's ball.
And just in my opinion right now, I think that Loyalsock has kind of gotten away from team play. It seems to be a lot of guys are forcing shots up and not playing as a team, which we've seen them do throughout the season.
Clayton Poust, he's a sophomore guard, leads his club in scoring. Back to Lehau again. Lehau running up the lane in traffic, scores, and a pretty play by Justice Lehau, the 6-foot junior guard. And they cut it to 42-20. And Hughesville trying to hang tough.
And we're under a minute now in this third quarter.
Gerald Ross to G, gives it back to Gerald. He's got 18 in the ball game. Crosses over down that lane. Pretty play and a little pump fake. He's got 20 in the night. 44-20 our score in this ball game.
Gerald Ross has a way of, and I don't know, it must be a sixth sense he has, but when they need a basket, he hits it. I've seen him do it over and over again. Right there, they needed a basket. They need somebody to go in, make a play, and just get a basket. He stepped up.
Well, I tell you, he has made big plays his entire career. One of the greats all time in Lancer history, both in basketball and in football. Playing for that final shot, Hughesville with the ball down. 44-20, 10 seconds. Steal, who else? Ross finishes and lays it in. Wisely didn't try to duck it. 46-20. Hughesville trying to get it down. They're going to wave off that foul as it happened right at the bucket. We're going to take time. 46-20. We'll turn for a home. Sock up 26. This is the Rennie Road Armel Allstate game of the week. Rennie Road Armel Allstate Insurance, 40 years in the business, Rennie. It's flown by, and you still love what you do. Congratulations.
Exactly. The key for me is I enjoy my job. I'm thankful for all the clients we've had. I'm thankful for people we've been helped through many terrible circumstances, from fires to floods to death in the family. It's different than a lot of jobs. You become part of the family. You're there when people need you.
Rennie Road Armel Allstate Insurance.
There's a reason why you come here. With every visit, we embrace our customers like family. We're the name you've trusted for over 32 years.
We show how much we value our customers with unrivaled service, a commitment to hometown values, and unmatched selection.
Fairfield isn't just any dealership. We're the area's most trusted dealerships. Fairfield, for fair deals. You're gonna love us.
Hey, we're back. CI's Jim and Ron Insinger is 8 minutes away from 1,000 wins in his career that started in the late fall of 74-75 season. Ross, front of the rim, and a good hustle rebound taken down Majeski. In transition, and those are the little plays. Garrett Boyer in the game. Boyer, who had a 3 against Warrior run, a freshman guard at 6 foot. He's risen up the rotation ranks, outstanding shooter, has got a really bright future for Nick Tagg's Hughesville Spartans. He's in the ball game right now. Where's number 15? Bouse defends the much taller Watkins. Off the right side, head fake. Pastore penetrates and hits. That first step by Anthony Pastore is so quick. And boy, they're going to need his athleticism down the stretch for this team. Down the lane, Pouse hits the deck and goes down. It's going to be a 2-shot foul.
That's going to go against Van Brema.
5'10" sophomore guard. He's a hard worker in the offseason, played some as a freshman. And he does share some point guard duties, but 11 points, and he's the top 3-point player. Game of the week brought to you by Dolly's Diner. And Dolly's, Montoursville with Griggs, Dolly's original location on the Golden Strip next to Rita's, and coming right around February 1st, Dolly's will be where Donna's used to be. And you talk about a key location, that's going to be big. And we'll be telling you more about Dolly's West coming soon. Go-to place for great food, breakfast all day at Dolly's Diner. 48-21 our score. Pastore, jumper for 3, hit it, he's fouled in the act, and he'll get another. Pastore knocked the 3 down, got fouled, and now Pastore, as they've made it a 51-21 30-point lead with 7:13 to play, and Anthony Pastore trying to make this a 4-point play here.
All right, this will be a one shot.
So Pastore to the line. Shot will roll in. 52-21. Anthony Pastore has got 11. He's got his average. Here's Pouse, who averages 11. He had it stripped away. Who's got it but Pastore? Running the break, penetrates in traffic and puts it down. When Pastore makes a play like that, he's as good as anybody. 54-21. His quick step and speed down on that transition break. That's a big key for this team. 54-21 score in the ball game.
Isaiah Savage into the ball game for Hughesville.
Sock continues to take away that back door. There's going to be a step and travel by Paust. And Sock's defense forcing that turnover. And we've got 6:47 to play in this ball game. I don't think it's started to snow yet. I can barely see the outside.
Well, if it has, it's hitting the ground and melting, because I can see outside, and that same little patch of snow has been there for a while, and there's nothing else out there.
Sox getting some new guys into the ball game. Rowan Sager has come in. We're going to double check some of the other players coming in for the Loyalsock Lancers. Deep jumper by Sager won't go. Putback is up and good. And that's going to be Wilson. Good job by Julian Wilson, number 44, big guy that played in the JV game, 56-21. Dribbling, driving, rejection, Wilson. Good job on the block that time. That time off the drive by Savage. Ali. Armson, that's going to be an offensive foul. Got him with the body leaning in. And it will turn it back over, and comes back with 6 minutes to play in the ballgame. 56-21, our score in the ballgame. So we've got some new guys in for Loyalsock. G remains in. Armson is there. Paust floats in the lane. Good rebound by Braden. Little contact, no call, and then a block by Armson. Got it back. Running it back up. Sager. And Sock trying to get settled down here. Rowan Sager has come to the ball game. Where's number 20? You've got Idris Ali in the game. Hughesville 5-6 in the season. Working just to improve their game against the second-ranked team in AAA in Pennsylvania. Deep jumper, no. That time missed by Savage, trying to find his shot. Started a good bit of last year. Paust counters with a three on this left wing. Deep jumper, Clayton Paust. Their leading scorer has got 8.
Well, now, you got a second group in here. And with that second group, you can see they're starting to move the ball a little bit better on offense. They don't have the quickness yet of the first group.
High screen, Wilson. They do a little pick and roll out there as Wilson tried to roll to the bucket and couldn't hang on. They turned it over. 56-24, our score, 4:58 left in this ball game. Playing on a Saturday afternoon and trying to get it in before the snow comes. Jumper, Trevelidis knocks it down. The 5'10 freshman guard, and the point guard that averages 5 a game, has made it a 56-24 game. He's got his average 5 on the day.
And that's what they needed to do earlier in the ball game. Didn't have the chances maybe, but they needed to take that open shot when they had it and not worry about who else was on the floor.
Clayton Paust, and stolen by Sager. Sock up 30, 56-26. Dane Armson on that left wing. Fronted by Sherwood. G turns, takes his man to the hole, and the hook in the lane wouldn't go.
I'll tell you, Armson's going to be a good ball player before he's done. I like him.
Yeah, he's going to be a key guy off the bench, and at 6'2 and a half, gives him good length. And they're going to need that. Playoff time, you've got to have depth. Good rejection again, but a foul. Yeah, see who they're going to give it to. It might have been G.
Yeah, I think G fouled him before the rejection.
It'll be Isaiah Savage to the line, the 6'1 senior. It will be Armson that is going to pick up the foul. Started most of last year, Savage, and trying to fight out of a shooting slump. Really capable at knocking down threes, but he's been a really good leader. Game of the week brought to you by AAA, the most trusted name in travel, AAA Travel. Want to thank Jim Webb again and Webb Weekly at WebWeeklyLive.com, where you can watch this game right now. And Webb Weekly getting into 58,000 households. And Jim Webb will join us in the postgame show, 56-27. Here's G, baseline, gives it back Wilson, good rotation. Ali takes the lane. Did he take steps? And he did. Ali a little out of control, turned it over, 56-27.
Entering the game for Hughesville, number 15, Garrett Boyer.
Boyer comes back in the game for the Spartans. Garrett Boyer, the freshman guard at 6 foot, wears 15. Jumper deep, will not go. As they keep it alive, Sherwood gives it to Boyer, who scores. Slips in and scores and cuts the lead down to 56-29. Hughesville Spartans, and CI has a whole lot of respect for Nick Tagliaferri. Boy, they were an arch nemesis over the years. They find Arpson at the back door, who lays it in, and they've got a 29-point lead. 58-29, our score in this ball game. Sherwood.
We've seen some great games between these two teams. Nick Tagg, of course, went deep into the playoffs a couple of times.
Yeah, he's made some long runs into the Eastern semifinals, into the Eastern finals. He was a game away playing for a state title. They played Imatep for an Eastern final, and Sock getting the rest of the guys in. And we'll start looking at our depth chart here to see if we've got every guy coming in the ball game. Hughesville getting a lot of guys in. Sherwood slips free and scores. 58-31. Hughesville just working to get better. 5 and 6 coming in. And that Chase Cavanaugh, what a year he had as a sophomore quarterback for Justin Van Fleet's football team.
And look at Hughesville moving. I mean, they're still running. They're still playing hard.
Little give and go to Siraj Ali. That time it would not go. That was Eli Gare, and the shot's put up by Derek G. And boy, he's a crowd favorite. He has worked so hard to get back in a uniform. Remember, he scored a touchdown at the tail end of the season and finally got to play in football down the stretch, and a big TD. He's a popular guy here at Loyalsock and has had to fight through so many injuries that has kept him out of more games than they should have in football and basketball, and the crowd got behind him. 60-31. CI is going to take a timeout. It'll be the full minute. We'll be back in 60. Sock on their way. 60-31. CI going after 1,000. We'll be back. Biter's Furniture, Mattress, and Appliances, 1966. Family owned, everything you need. Eric Biter, what's hot right now here?
What's hot right now is our sleep center. We've got one of the largest selections of mattresses in the area. Don't forget to add the adjustable base so you can go ahead and do that computer work or iPad work while you're sitting in bed. We've got motion furniture so you can watch the big game. And in the appliance department, tons of color. We've got black stainless, we've got slate, we've got it all.
Nobody does it like Biter's Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance, Route 15, South Side.
There is a world like no other world, where happiness can be found around every corner.
Want to see Mickey?
Filled to the brim with memories and wonder.
Come discover all the magic that awaits you at Walt Disney World Resort. Let the travel professionals at AAA plan this trip of a lifetime. Contact your local AAA office or go to AAA.com/Disney for more information. Loyalsock inbound play after the timeout. Cavanaugh missed the shot. Hustle got it back on the loose ball. Dominic Jennings. That's Eli Gare to Ali. That's Adris Ali. Sock with a minute 52. Siraj Ali back to Jennings. He's going to take the jumper short. Hustle rebound Hughesville. Spartans are going to get it back. They've got Mike Delina, who is coming number 21. They're getting all their guys into this ball game. Boyer down low off the turnaround, would not stay in for Ethan Snyder. Here comes Cavanaugh with a minute 22 to play, and the Lancers on to their 14th win for the number 2 team in the state. And against a team that has become an arch rival over the years.
And more importantly, 1,000 wins for Coach Ron Ensinger, and that's just, you just can't imagine that happening.
Yeah, you talk about 45 years, 45 seasons, and 44 years since the 74-75 season. One of the very first games that I ever did, and I think it might have been the first, was a Christmas tournament at WAC at the time. between Loyalsock was in it, Hughesville, I believe Jersey Shore and South. And CI was that rookie coach, and I was a rookie announcer. Very first high school basketball game. I had done a little baseball and football at that stage down at the University of Miami, but that was my first basketball play-by-play experience with CI, ironically. And this is a Loyalsock team, by the way, at the line today. And if you're going to win games down the stretch, you've got to hit at the free throw line. They're 12 out of 12 at the line in this ball game. That's a good omen there.
And, you know, it's a good omen because they've expended a lot of energy. And I'll tell you what, I'm impressed with Nick Tagg and how he has utilized his bench to keep legs on his team.
Game of the Week brought to you by Web Weekly and WebWeeklyLive.com. They get into nearly 60,000 households. Jim does a great job with his editorial, but more than anything, local stories that mean a lot to our area. I think they lead the way in that category with their cover stories and the stories that meant a lot. Of course, you know, we appreciate them doing our Extreme Kitchen Makeover as a cover story over the years on KISS FM. Reach and foul with 56. There will be a celebration. I'm not sure how much they have planned for this game, but we'll be able to go down to the court and talk. Jim Webb will be talking down to the floor with CI after quite a run he's had since the 74-75 basketball season here at Loyalsock. And he said he'll do it as long as it's fun and as long as it does not feel like a job.
You know, Ronnie Ensinger has been a big deal for this whole Loyalsock athletic program. Every team, you know, at the beginning he was here. Him and Kenny Robbins, you know, they really built things around here with football and basketball.
You're right. Kenny Robbins did a great job. Yep. He put Loyalsock football on the map.
Exactly, and Kenny Robbins hired Ronnie Ensinger.
Yeah, and Ron Ensinger was a student teacher with Babe Mayer
at
Williamsport High School.
Yes, he was. I taught him all the basketball he knows.
Yeah, I bet. 63-32, second shot by Siraj Ali goes in. And Sock up. Should be, I think, 65-32 in the game. I didn't see that point go up. Hughesville with 44 seconds. They've got 64-32 on the scoreboard. And I think they missed a point, but they're probably getting ready to celebrate. Hughesville, a little strip from behind that time, getting all their guys into the game. Austin Long is back in. He did a good job coming in and two defensive plays in a row and a 5-second call and taking a charge. And that was in the first half as this team tried to hold Loyalsock well under their average, and they certainly did that early. Sox still 64-32. They average 72 a game and have beaten their opponents by 30-plus a game as Long hits the front end of a two-shot foul. In the bonus, front end of a 1-and-1 with 31.9 seconds here at the house that CI built, CI's gymnasium. Second one go, and up in the air goes Ali. Got the rebound with 64-33. Ali, good hustle that time by the Spartans. A good job making that steal by Hughesville.
That was Mikey that got that ball. He stepped out of bounds, though, so it will go back to Loyalsock.
Yeah, Anthony Mackey's 5'7" sophomore in the ball game right now. 64-33. Jennings down to 18. Eli Gare, little backdoor cut. Chase Kavanaugh finishes. It makes it 66-33. I think they might have missed a point in a free throw, but we'll double check the scoring of that later. I'll have Tom Lush double check the exact score. I thought they missed a free throw. I don't know. I don't think it matters. And CI certainly would not care. 66-33 is the score in this game. Sock down to 2, down to 1. That is it. Loyalsock has won it. And Ron Ensinger has won his 1,000th game and getting a standing ovation for the Lancer crowd here at CI Ron Ensinger's gymnasium at Loyalsock Township today. 1,000. He had about 80 of those with the Loyalsock girls in the 70s when he coached both teams. PIAA seeing that as part of his all-time wins. And that is quite a feat, and a feat that not only to be proud of here, but I'm not sure we're lucky to have a guy on this level that has done all he's done for basketball, but a great guy.
Yeah.
And well, first thing he's going to do, he's going to tell you, I've had great players, as he told Joe Garrison on Eyewitness Sports, that I didn't win any of the games. My players played the games and won. My assistants gave me so much. And that's the type of guy Ron Ensinger is. He was a big fan of one of my favorites, the late coach John Wood. And now they have Ron Ensinger up on their shoulders as CI has won number 1,000, the winningest coach in Pennsylvania. And they're giving him a ride around CI's court. And that's a great scene.
And the winningest coach in Pennsylvania by far. I don't think anyone will ever break that. I'm not going to see it. I know that.
I'm glad they got their big guy in there, Julian Wilson and Bam Brema and CI. And they're all hugging him. A great scene. And very shortly we'll be going down to Jim Webb and get a chance. And now his grandchildren are coming out and hugging him. It's a great scene to be here today. We did the ball game when he won his 900th, and that was boys wins. And now his 1,000th overall win. A big story here in Pennsylvania with the PIAA. And 1,000, that's a pretty neat scene with the grandchildren.
Yep.
And those young guys down there, they all want to be basketball players following in their grandfather's footsteps.
And I think Ronnie will hang around long enough that they may actually get a chance to play for him.
Yeah, I don't think he's going anywhere.
No, I don't think so either. He's in good shape. He's
Pete Long, the coach at Lords, who played against him and has coached against him, said, how old is Ron Ensinger? I said he's about 85. I was kidding. And Pete Long played in some teams in the 90s with Lords when they had some back and forth games that they split. And he couldn't believe. He said, the guy hasn't aged. He looks exactly the same, and it's amazing. Yeah, there's a guy that's been part of it, and Petey's down there along with him. Petey McDonald.
He had to be here. Ronnie's been with Petey, and Petey's been with Ronnie for a long time. Yeah, Ronnie Ensinger, he's in his 60s, but he has a lot of years left in him. I mean, I don't see him retiring. He loves basketball. I don't know what he would do without it.
Great thing about it, having done these games over the years, he's one guy that's a pleasure to see and deal with. He's so helpful with us when we do ball games, whether it be basketball or football. He's the athletic director, and been an outstanding businessman around the area. And boy, I'll tell you, C.I. Ron Ensinger today, and Jim Webb is making his way out. And they're all getting pictures of him. And Jim, if you can hear me, we're going to get in position because I know that we're going to grab him in a moment. We've got some folks talking to him down at midcourt. Jim, you can get very aggressive and get right up there next to him if you can hear me. And we'll grab Ron Ensinger. We'll also talk about our Biters player of the game coming up later. So, Jim, if you can hear me, I'd head right over there and make sure you're next. Yeah, I'll make sure you're next in line and make sure you get up there and grab him before somebody else does. And we'll jump in there. We can do that, but I'd make sure you're next in line. I'd walk right up there and grab CI.
It's still a crowd out on the floor.
All right, here he comes. Hey, Jim, come on over. Walk right over to this camera over here, over to the corner, and you can walk up a little closer. And let's go down to Jim Webb with C.I. Ron Ensinger. Congratulations.
Thank you, Jim. Thanks
Fantastic job. Just another office, huh?
Yeah, I guess. Just a few more gray hairs.
Hey, great seeing your family out there and all the grandkids. That's been special all year long, watching you share the time with them. Tell me about that a little bit.
Well, I've always said that, you need the support of your family in order to have longevity, as any coach will witness and say. But, having the grandchildren at practice and at games has just been a total joy. It's been a treasure to watch them mature, and it's just You know, unfortunately sometimes I see him more at games than I do in everyday life. So,
and here we go. Tell me, who do we have here, CI?
We have little Kayla Emery and Casey. Kayla and Casey.
Who's you?
Carolyn. And Carolyn.
And Carolyn. Who's your favorite coach?
CI. Because he's my grandpa.
That's the best reason. But it's been fun. I've watched it over the years, and I think back to it. I played for you during your 200th victory.
Yep.
And back then I thought, CI's a young guy. He could get a lot of wins. Did you ever think you'd see 1,000?
Not in a million years, Jimmy. But it's because of people like you and all my former players I've always, at the end of each season, I've always had a sweet taste in my mouth, and I could reflect on such positive memories that I've had. And, you just can't put a price tag on all the people that have touched my life.
And you pattern a lot of your coaching and your life out after John Wooden, and I'm sure John Wooden's smiling because you've been quite a disciple to him.
Well, thanks a lot. I had the opportunity to meet him and personally have dinner with him, and that just springboarded into better things.
Definitely, and I'd be remiss. I see a gentleman standing off to our left here that happens to be my neighbor, Barry Boyer. Just a quick, I know you want to mention Barry.
Yeah, Barry's been my mentor, and he's still my mentor. He's been, the truth be known, he was a JV coach before I even got here, and I begged him to take the head job, and I would be his, I would learn from Barry, and I did learn from Barry. I learned an awful lot from Barry, but he didn't want to take that head job because he had already been a head job for two boys tennis and girls tennis.
And the rest is history, right?
The rest is history.
Well, congratulations. I'll let you get back to the celebration. And CI, what do you think, 1,500?
Oh, my gosh. I'm taking it day by day, Jimmy, but thanks for the motivation.
Most importantly, the team looked great also.
Oh, thanks a lot. They played a great defensive game. It wasn't a masterpiece, but
go get yourself a nice dinner before the storm hits.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you, Jim.
Congrats.
Hey,
Back
Jim,
up to you, Gary.
I'll tell you what, in a moment, Randy Glunk is down there. Randy is the all-time leading boys scorer. And I know he's walking down. You might be able to grab him. And Gerald Ross, I think, did go to the locker room. And, we might be able to get Randy. I'll tell you what, Jim, you grab him. We'll grab Gerald. And we're going to go to the commercial break. We'll come back and try to get him down there. 66-33, CI Rod Insinger, 1,000 wins as they win it today over the Hughesville Spartans. We'll take a time out. Eric McNally played for him. He's over there hugging him. A lot of guys that have come back. And while we get Randy, while we're still on the air, we'll bring Randy Glunk up. I remember 1989, Randy Glunk, I believe, was a junior. They played Lords in the Eastern Finals down at Chickalimi. And Jim, come on down. Why don't you bring him down here? We're still on. I'll bring Randy Glunk over. And why don't we get in? You don't have Randy. Okay. All right. I know we're improvising here as we're live. And Randy Glunk, let's ask Randy. This is a guy who scored a lot of points for him.
2,000 points.
Hey,
Seems
guys,
like
let's
yesterday.
go to the show.
You were like a little brother to me, right?
Oh, I know. We had some fun times. You taught me a lot of things on those basketball courts down at Sheridan School in Northway Park. So, yeah, thanks a lot, Jim.
Well, you're welcome. Hey, CI 1,000 wins. You played for him. Tell us about it and what it means to you watching this today.
Oh, it's pretty impressive. I mean, I don't think we'll probably ever see anything like this ever again. I mean, playing for CI for 4 years, yeah, it was a while back, but it does seem like yesterday sometimes. I've been involved with this program now for a couple of years. I've been coaching the 7th grade team. But seeing this, it's not much you can say.
And CI never yelled back in the day when you and I played for him, right?
Oh, no, never. He never yelled.
He has mellowed out quite a bit, hasn't he, my friend?
Oh, yeah, he has. But, I mean, you get 1,000 wins, I think it's time you can mellow out. So I remember I played on the team that won 300. And I don't know which one you were on, but
I was on 200.
200, okay.
Jimmy, I think, was on 700 or 800.
Oh, wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's been quite a ride. But, hey, watching the Lancers today, I think this year's team has all the intangibles and play defense that maybe we didn't play back in the day.
Oh, this team's loaded. I would have loved to think you and I would have loved to play with this team. I mean, they have the outside game, the inside game. Defense is great. This team could go a long way just as long as they can keep playing together.
And what about CI? I said 1,500. What do you think?
Well, we'll see. I don't know. If he keeps at it, he may get there.
Well, thanks for taking the time, Randy. Back up to you, Gary.
Thanks, Jim.
Good job, Jim. 2,000 points, the all-time boys score in Lancer history. That was Randy Gluck. Only Jill McElhenney scored more and later played at Pitt, played for the Loyalsock girls. Randy Gluck on top of the boys, 2,000. And we covered him back in the late 80s and right through 1990. We're going to take a timeout, and we may get a chance to grab Gerald Ross, if we could, out of the locker room. Gerald was our... All right, here he's coming out. Boy, Jim, we're lucking out here. He is our winner, Jim, of our Biters game ball. And Gerald had 22 points in the game. So go ahead, take it away, Jim.
Gerald, you were the winner of the Biters game ball. And congratulations.
Thank you.
Most importantly, what a day for CI and his Southland win.
Oh, yeah, you know, to see all his hard work pay off and what he's done throughout the years, it's really something special.
And you've been a part of it, and the Webb family is bridged right onto the Ross family, and we go back a long time. But I watched you since the time you were a little, Gerald, and I have to say your game is phenomenal, and I know the work you put in. Tell me a little bit about your game and where it's come from in the last 3 years.
Oh, yeah, you know, coming in freshman year, wasn't used to the speed and the skill of the varsity level, but, you know, with the help of Jeff and CI and helping me develop myself as a player really gave me a long way.
And we got to give Jeff Everett some credit here. He's CI's latest assistant in a long chain, but he's done a nice job here for CI.
Oh, yeah, you know, without them two together, we wouldn't be as successful.
And again, you get the Biters game ball player of the game. I believe you had 22 points, and it's always good to beat Hughesville.
Yes, always.
Football or basketball?
I don't know. Oh, both of them, yeah. Every sport, track, soccer, bowling, whatever.
Well, I'm going to get you going for wings, you and your pop?
Maybe.
I'll let you get out of here before it snows too much.
All right, appreciate it.
Thanks, Gerald.
All right, thank
See
you.
ya.
All right, Jim.
Back up to you, CI.
All right.
Hey, Garrick G.
Okay, all right. Let's go back. Better get Derek going. Go ahead, Jimmy.
All right. Derek, you had one heck of a Little League coach that helped launch your career. So, hey, so great to see you back out there after their injuries, my friend, and be a part of this today. Tell me what it meant to you to be a part of his 1000th win and get out on the floor today.
Well, it meant a ton. I missed last year for his big win last year. I was injured for that, so it meant a lot to come out here and play, score a bucket, and his 1000th win. It just meant the world to me.
And again, you've always been a hustler, hard worker, give the Lancers the defense they need. And you look pretty good out there. You going to keep playing, or is this a one-and-done thing?
We'll see how that goes. Today was fun. We'll just work from here and see where it takes me.
How about the team? We have you folks have done an outstanding job. I don't know if I've ever watched a better defensive team for CI, and that hopefully is a difference. But 1000th win today, 11 points at halftime. What's the long-term plan here?
Well, we hope to make a big run, win districts, make a run in states. We got to take it one game at a time. Our defense is playing tremendous right now, so we'll see. We see how far our defense can take us.
Well, thanks for taking some time, and great job in your career, basketball, baseball, football.
Thank you very much.
Back to you now, Gary.
All right, good job, Jim. All right, we'll take a timeout. 66-33. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back Fairfield for Fair Deals postgame show coming up next. Don't go away. Rennie Rodarmo, congratulations. 40 years in the business. Rennie Rodarmo, Allstate Insurance. Got to make you feel pretty proud of what you've been able to achieve with a great staff here. But as you told me, you're not thinking about retirement. You still love what you do.
Oh, yeah, I enjoy coming in every day. It's hard to believe 40 years. It seems like yesterday I was still in the classroom teaching. Time kind of flies when you enjoy what you're doing. You don't look at it as a job. You don't mind coming in, contact with the people, being help some people out at times when they need it. It's a rewarding job.
Yeah, and an amazing thing, too. There's a lot of days on a Saturday or Sunday, you're in here working a bunch of hours because there's things to get done, but you're really enjoying updating folks on the insurance, making sure they're getting the proper discounts and the proper coverage.
Oh, yeah, getting people in for reviews is just so important. People don't realize how fast things are changing in this industry, how liability suits are escalating. We've got to make sure people have the right coverage there. That one accident or one mistake can't cost you everything you worked your whole life to have.
Well, the other thing you've told me many times, it's all about service, it's all about coverage. You got a great staff here, and that is certainly a key. Having folks that deal with people. When I first got involved with you guys, I knew I wasn't another number at an insurance agency. You get to be friends with your clients. That makes a difference when you come here. People know your name.
Exactly. It's basically like family. Some of these people are with me all 40 years that I'm in business, and you know, when they walk in the door, you know about their family, what their goals are in life, and where they stand.
Rennie, congratulations, 40 years and many more to come. Rennie Rodarmel, Allstate Insurance, Westminster Drive, Williamsport, South Main, Mansfield.
Thank you.
BJ's Steak and Rib House, a Central PA classic since 1982, has done it again. They have perfected the authentic wood-fired Neapolitan pizza. It is unlike anything you've tasted. Handcrafted the traditional Naples way, using authentic products and preparation techniques in an amazing hand-built imported Italian wood-fired oven. 900 degrees, 90 seconds later, it's perfection. Check it out at BJ's Steak and Rib House, Selinsgrove. Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves in our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card that's 8.9% fixed rate. Great products.
And I know your members love the online banking.
Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco Federal Credit Union, members serving members for 75 years. When it comes to Billtown's best pizza, everyone knows Park Pizza. Memorial Avenue, Williamsport, right behind the outfield fence at Bowman Field. Offering takeout, delivery, and dine-in, open daily at 4 p.m. Finest pizza around and great stromboli, wings, and more, the best since 1960. It's a tradition in pizza like no other. Takeout, delivery, dine-in, Park Pizza since 1960. Give them a call today at 322-9024. Hey guys, we're back here at Biters Furniture Mattress Appliance. Biters, 52 years here in the Williamsport area, here in Southside. Matt Bauer Furniture Department. Everything's gone custom. You talk about comfort. That's what it's going to. That's what it's all about. Best seat in the house. You've got it.
That's right. We have the hottest thing right now is definitely power. It's power recline. It puts your feet in the right position, puts your back in the right position, your head in the right position, and that's definitely the hottest thing right now.
Let me check this out. You know, it's like the remote. Wow, you've got the lumbar, you've got the foot rest area coming up. This is like the perfect seat at the 50-yard line for watching football and basketball and all your favorite games.
That's right. You can pretty much put yourself in the perfect position. So a lot of these new sofas have 3 different motors that are going to be perfectly customizable.
What is the most important thing when you're buying furniture here at Biters?
Well, definitely the most important thing is comfort. But you have to remember quality and also customizable. And we have all of those things to offer you, but comfort is the key.
Okay, the other key is if I want to shop online, you can do that with Biters too, right?
Absolutely. At biters.com, we redesigned our whole website. Now you can track your deliveries. And it's not only that you can track your deliveries, Gary, but it's going to be coming from a Biters truck, from a Biters employee, not a delivery service. And then we're going to give you, in addition to that, hundreds of items that you can buy at prices that compete with all the internet big names.
You just sold me. Nobody does it better. Furniture, mattress, appliance. The name is Biters. Check them out today. Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Gary.
Hey, we're back. Fairfield for Fair Deals postgame show. Gerald Ross is going to get our Biters game ball. Good job of Jim Webb talking to all the guys. Big celebration as CI has won his 1,000th, 66-33. Final score over a young Hughesville team. But Loyalsock 14-1, rolling along. We're going to see them next Saturday night at the Magic Dome. That's going to be a lot of fun next week against a Williamsport team that plays a very tough schedule. But certainly Loyalsock could be the favorite team going in.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt about it. And, like I say, we've seen so many times where the team that was the underdog had a problem with a player or so and wasn't going to play and still came back and knocked off the favorite team. It could happen again this time, but this Loyalsock team is pretty solid. They really can do a lot of things out on the floor, and Williamsport better be ready to take on a team that is as solid as this team is.
And Williamsport playing them at home is going to be tough for Loyalsock. It's going to be a great warm-up to get ready for the playoffs. Mayor's play a much tougher schedule, and they're a small team, but they're real hustle, so it'll be fun. This ball game, 66-33. Nobody scored until 5:18 in the first period. And Hughesville likes to play good defense. Sock gave them all they can handle in offense. A little sloppy early. And then Sock went on a 12-0 run. They hit 3 threes in a row. Pastore and Watkins and Ross knocked them down. And they never looked back. They're up 17-5 after one. And they win it today, 66-33. Gerald Ross, our Biters game ball, and you take a look at a River Valley Transit big play. There's a whole lot of plays you can choose from in this game that shows you what this Loyalsock team can do. And there's, again, great team play, sharing the ball, and Ross, the deep three. And he's been on a tear. Aiden Gare had been the leading scorer going into first of the year. And after the Danville loss back in January 2nd, Ross got very motivated. Gerald was having a good year, but now he's stepped it up even more. He's been the leading scorer in almost every game, and he's coming in here 19 a game as he hits 22.
Well, I'll tell you what, if he keeps winning these game balls in football now in basketball, they may have to put an addition onto the house as to where they're going to put him.
I told Gerald, and I made it, Janice and the gang at Biters, they got the football game balls ready because they had their names put on it, and Gerald was asking, when's that ball ready in football? He's got a couple that he'll be picking up in basketball. We'll let them know that very soon. Biters game ball goes to Gerald Ross, and that is the story. Babe, it's fun. We better get in the car and head home. We've got a big snowstorm coming, but it was fun doing this game, and hats off to CI Ron Ensinger.
Yep, absolutely, and Ronnie's one of our best friends, and we never got a chance to say this, but he does a lot for local sports. He's a local sports guy, including advertising on our shows, and no problems.
Absolutely.
He's on everything we do. But, he runs camps that kids from all the different schools come to. He even has people working at his camps from Williamsport and from different schools in the area. Just a great guy and a great person, all right, to the city of Williamsport and Loyalsock Township and the whole area.
It was a big day. History made. CI, as expected, today won it. His 1,000th win. And I think there's a few more coming up behind that. A Sock team now 14-1 and number 2 in Pennsylvania. We're going to run. We want to thank our entire crew for Jim Webb and for Babe Mayer. I'm Gary Crispin saying so long for the house that CI built. And today, the Lancers have won it 66-33. We'll see you with Sock next Saturday night at the Magic Dome. Goodbye, everybody. Hey, we're back here, Fairfield BMW post-game show. Rick Wigley and the gang here at Fairfield BMW. Wow, what a state-of-the-art facility. I know you're really proud of this one, Rick.
Yeah, it's a great facility. Shows off the car as well. Great inventory, and got the guys here to sell and take care of everybody.
Okay, Courtney, sell me on this. First of all, the 640. Tell me about the 640. This is a great-looking, brand-new 2019.
Well, the 640 is for the guy who wants the sporty car but has the family. It's got all the room in the back, but boy, what a drive.
Okay, John Bueller, we've got another vehicle here. Tell me about the X2. I actually drove the X2. Sporty and fun to drive.
Oh yeah, a little under 230 horsepower. Brand new, just came out in 2018, and we expect a lot more here in 2019. And a lot of fun, a lot of style, and it's great for even the old BMW owner.
Absolutely.
Why'd you look at Gary that way?
I guess that's me. The ultimate driving machine. Check it out here. Fairfield BMW. We'll be back with more of the postgame. Make it Fairfield for fair deals.
Ray-Ban, Nike, Polo Ralph Lauren, Maui Jim, Costa, Gucci, Wiley X. Price Optical has the widest selection of sunglass eyewear in the area. Attention gas workers and outdoorsmen and women. Wiley X sunglasses are ANSI safety rated and military ballistic certified. At Price Optical, we set our sights on your vision. Our focus is on providing you complete quality eyewear. Price Optical, for the finest in eyewear.
I've had an interest in reptiles and amphibians since I was 11 or 12 years old. And so when I came out of the military in 1964, I began to build Reptiland. And with the help of family and friends and employees, the zoo has continued to grow ever since. Sure, a lot of things have changed in 53 years, but one thing has never changed: the smiles. Welcome to Reptiland.